despite a shocking defeat for we as well, we be so disappointing for the boys and as well the fans and because the final we play with that kind of speed and the anticipation level be there and everybody be the open play that Manchester United go able for defeat Manchester City and secure the trophy. And at some point we come very close for secure a draw for take the game into to extra time. But it's football. The lucky side always they become victorious at the end of the day.
All right, we'll bring to you a quick one, a recap of what happened inside sports update this morning. Then we will start with discussion on what we look at this morning. The Western Area Football Association, the elective Congress done the draw closer, and we don't see already candidates them way the show the interest for go for chairman. Now the Western Area Football Association. We will look at them performance in football, how much they don't contribute to football. Some of the candidates they want to make the intention official, which we go bring to you those names, and we start to look at the possibility among the name here. So inside sports update this morning, now the epic morning show. We start with another injury crisis, Nigel, for Sierra Leone ahead of Nigeria. A quick one before going to a program. Alassane Koroma, we've been there on target in the last game for Leone Stars against Sao Tome, get for miss out against Nigeria.
Yes, Toby, I came across that news there yesterday as well, where Abede Gidam, we see the winger where bigger for score. Was it the equalizer inside
the
the first?
win.
Yes, the 2-0 victory. They scored the first goal for we, the winning goal rather for we inside a particular match day where now the winger. So we don't see say don't pick up an injury, which of course now a big blow for we. We see in performance the second leg against Sao Tome and Principe. It be so outstanding in moving the ball up the field, and let's try for see how we go making way through for do some killer passes them. So I think we really need for do more and honestly John Kista need for talk to the home base players them for see how far they're able for put themselves together, because we are strongly and solely rely on them players there so now, because for let we get up to 7 players them when for in base players them to be miss out now this particular fixture, and we see them performance in the past 3 matches them where we don't play. So it tells you that we really need for step up and try for see how we go able for secure something against Nigeria.
A very difficult one, and Nigeria set for Pono camp ahead of this crucial tie against Sierra Leone. A win for Nigeria go automatically qualify them to Ivory Coast as group leaders. So let me look at why we not look at the second news of we sports update, because this is something we can discuss this morning. But we also see Friday a site visit being done by the Ministry of Sport, some government officials, including the sport, the director of sports, Harun Koji, with some journalists, them take a tour around the Shaka Stevens Stadium, and we see how the work they go, and some massive improvement don't take place. But what you make up of this? This don't be the third time where the minister and top government officials they pay a visit now the Shaka Stevens Stadium with under renovation.
Well, honestly, Toby, looking at this venture where the Minister of Sports they do, where you need to take journalists them, I think it just one for we get up to speed information on how the work done they go inside the national stadium, because we only get just a year more, because by next year this project for done completed and then for the hand them over to the government of Sierra Leone, and the government of Sierra Leone will see who that then go hand over to wait for management. But it's a good one because it shows that progress is gone rapid one, because I see some snapshots them now the media of the national stadium of itself inside the main bowl. So it tells you that things can be the way where we be feel say not go up to speed, or certain things some way not be they go to right or not be look right inside the main bowl of itself. We see them things some they don't be put in place, which tells you that the work really in progression and the people them really they try for meet with the said deadline.
Yes, according to the chief contractor, now the Shaka Stevens Stadium, say by next year, May 24, they're going to hand over the newly renovated Shaka Stevens Stadium to the government of Sierra Leone. Away from that, we Look at two more, then we come into a discussion now. We see Karim Benzema, a double one. Karim Benzema left Real Madrid after 14 years. He left as the most decorated player in the history of the club by trophies. And we also see Manchester City win the FA Cup. And quick one, Kylian Mbappe, 5 straight Golden Boot winner at the French League One. So these three are some of the things that will happen over the weekend, especially in football.
Yes, Toby, it's a big one for Karim Benzema getting 25 trophies in a 14 season spell where he spent with Los Blancos, and as well he on the side for left the Santiago Estadio Bernabeu now for make another inroads in other leagues. So it's a good one for them. But honestly, for this season, we see Real Madrid get for offload a lot of players. Then we see the likes of the Marco Asensio and the rest. They all make them way out of the Bernabeu, which of course them players they also go walk out of the stadium with the heads held high, and the fans will still remember the name, because these are players that will win several trophies with this club. And as well for Mbappe, it's not a surprising thing for me, Toby, but it really tells you that the competition not enough with the colleague strikers them inside the League One, because for a player forget a 5 straight Golden Boot, Toby, for 5 seasons complete, year in year out, it tells you that despite in work rate they improve and they put more effort, but we still need for say an active competition. We still need for say a team we go get that kind of striker, we go compete with them and try for see how it go take your name off the golden shoe.
But this is one of the history behind the French League One.
Yeah.
We don't see some years back Lyon now be the dominant club in French football. We kind of following term, but Marseille now be dominant club.
Yeah.
Now Paris Saint-Germain don't take that following again for be the top club, winning plenty. But aside of Kylian Mbappe, in the same Paris Saint-Germain, 2 big players already don't say goodbye to them.
Yeah.
Sergio Ramos and that of Lionel Messi. Among with these 2 players, you feel say they all got the thing for going to improve the Saudi Arabia League, or you feel say there are top clubs in Europe where you go want them service?
Toby, looking at them players there so individually in terms of their career achievement, I will tell you say they don't achieve a lot, more especially with the 2 players then, because Sergio Ramos as well now a World Cup winner as compared to Lionel Messi as well, and we see they all 2 they play the same league before inside Spain, despite 2 different teams them and all 2 arch rivals them, but yet still they all 2 get equal trophies them, except for the likes of the Golden Boot and the Ballon d'Or, where we go say Sergio Ramos not get, but you see Champions League, the La Liga, the Super Cup, the Copa del Rey, these are things them we then get, and as well they all 2 don't join as one and win the League One inside Paris Saint-Germain. So moving forward, I think the player there, so Toby, they don't get what they need for getting football. I think they are now heading for the cash, and one for see how they're going able for improve the Saudi Arabia League. I think they're heading for that particular.
Yeah, I think Karim Benzema they head for like $200 million.
Yeah.
Dollar.
So I think them players they also really want to go see how they go boost this league to be. But honestly, Asian football they slowly they can dominate European football, because you're looking at the players them where they play the leagues here, so the amount of money them where then they pour in them players that's when as well with the league to be. So it tells you that something great to come from the Asian league, because we really want to see something great from this continent to be.
Largest holiday, and we go for a break here. Where we will start with discussion proper for look at the Western African Association as the elective Congress don't need to go closer. Other than they run for various positions, especially for chairman. And the big news is they're still in hot water with this Gallon Football Association. After the break, we'll go into these issues.
OneXBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download OneXBet app. Make a deposit and you get 200% bonus on up to 2,800 Leon, the biggest bonus ever. OneXBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to onexbet.sl. Do your full registration with promo code SL2. Get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. OneXBet gives you more.
Are you ready for the ultimate football experience? Get ready to be captivated by the UEFA Champions League final.
So we don't give up.
He finds that top corner.
The most electrifying event in football is happening on the 10th of June, and you don't want to miss a single moment of the action. At DSTV, we understand your passion for the beautiful game. That's why we bring you all the excitement and drama.
How good is he?
Also, now on Compact. Don't miss out. Catch all the action of the UEFA Champions League final live and exclusive only on DSTV. For more information, call or WhatsApp us on +232 88 888 881.
OneXBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download OneXBet app. Make a deposit and you get 200% bonus, but up to 2,800 Leon, the biggest bonus ever. OneXBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to onexbet.sl. Do your full registration with promo code SL2. Get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. OneXBet gives you more.
Welcome back from the quick break. You listen to it live on 99.3 FM this morning, and the broadcast from Hillcourt Studios. You can go live on the Facebook page and follow this program, or you drop a text message on 079 994 993 on 079 994 993. And of course, we Salone choose big entertainment with small couple from DSTV Salone. And one of the gist them we you as well for understand, you can able for swap now you DSTV Nigeria for DSTV Salone, and you can buy a full package for 665,000 new leons. Well, I just give you another teaser again for no say in all DSTV packages they don't do massive reduction. For DSTV Premium, we will be buy 2,075,000 old Leons. Now we go back for 1,440,000 new Leons. And old Leons, sorry. DSTV Compact Plus, where we will buy 1,341,000 old Leons. Now we go back for 840,000 old Leons. DSTV Compact, we will buy 633,000 old Leons. Now you will get them for 528,000 new old Leons. DSTV Family will be about 401,000 old Leons. Now you will get them for 312,000 old Leons. DSTV Access will be about at 304,000 old Leons. Now you will get them only for 168,000 old Leons. So all that you need for do now, and for Salone choose big entertainment with small couple, courtesy of DSTV Salone. So now we go straight into the discussion this morning. We look at the WAFA elections where don't they draw closer. When you get to understand that WAFA set for go into Congress, within already don't they play in your mind?
Well, honestly, to be the one thing where I can always say with football election inside the country, to be more honest with you, right? It gets a lot where they circumvent in the minds of Sierra Leoneans them. And you look at one, we think about delegates them, we get for power to them individuals there. So in terms of voting, especially that voting right, we ever look around like, is it that the same mistake will be to happen many years ago get to happen back? Or is it that the same thing where they happen in terms of the other elections, them in terms of footballing elections, these are the same thing that we get for happen back? Because if an institution like this done the or a body like this done the way the man football to be, we not see anything better in the sense like in terms of playoff leagues to be, and now look the Ceylon Premier League they come to an end slowly. How teams them get for making through in terms of promotion, we don't know. How they get for play this magic, we don't know. But with only thing we know that relegation and promotion day in the Ceylon Premier League, Toby. We know the see Division 2 games them they play. We know the see Division 1 games them they play. There are a lot of things them where we feel say this body need for do.
I just want let we look at the candidates them where they go, because if one for look at the problems that happen at WAFA over the past years. We not able for digest and grade some of the running candidates for chairman, where we don't see make the intention open. I want to look at the one who will win this election. What are the things then we feel say you need for improving or you need for improve on, because WAFA as a region very much close to the Skyline Football Association, we know they see that kind of plenty activities. We will come into the name them shortly, but I just announce to you the roadmap for the WAFA elections. So the Western Area Football Association Secretariat scheduled dates for the Extraordinary Congress electoral activities. So the Western Area Football Association have been directed by its executive committee, which is to inform the public that regional elections have been scheduled to held on the following dates. The urban districts will do the elections on the 10th, 2023. The rural district will do the election on the 11th, 2023, and the region will do their own on the 30th of June 2023. Notwithstanding, the electoral activities have been scheduled below as followed. Elective Congress, electoral activities, starting date and end date. So for nomination will already start on the 1st of June and end June 2nd, so they'll already do nomination in as much as we not see the list of who and who don't be nominated. We also see candidate examination for be on the 3rd and the 4th June. Till 95, we don't see anything from the Western Area Football Association which regards who are the candidates to be examined. And appeal submission, yes, there must be concern raised by individuals, so then get a space for appeal. We for be on the 5th and on the 6th. Until on the 5th, we don't see any appeal yet. We don't see anything from the Western Area Football Association. And of course, after somebody do appeal and gets an appeal hearing, we will be on the 7th of June and on the 8th of June. Then the final candidate list will be made on the 9th of June. But up till now, we don't see who have been nominated, candidates to be examined, who they don't file appeal against, and who are them for defend their appeal. But this now the roadmap for the elections, Nigel. With this roadmap, time already don't beat them in so many things. We don't see the nomination period. We don't see WAF organize anything like that, where we're going to people who they nominate for go for different position. We as well not see anything like examine the candidates, as well we don't see anything where they don't be done, because we not live in a secret society. If these are things we WAFA we don't do, we don't see everything. You feel say with the stipulated dates for this Congress could be on the 9th, it go really hold?
Well, Toby, Salon everything impossible, especially in terms of the footballing aspect when it comes to any election, because you just reading out the roadmap there, Toby, I be pay attention, killing and listen to each and every detail where you be the give out there as well to the public. And looking at them now, we see host of flyers them they go around the social media of different people them where they do endorse as candidates for different regions them. So you know the one thing, Toby, where they play in my mind right now is that we are heading for the same catastrophe where we only get for the past years in football. Because if according to the roadmap we not get anything, they not come out to the public and say we are doing our nominations now, or even make the public be aware of the things and where they happen with the stipulated dates and where they put out the roadmap to be, it tells you that maybe the election already be done and dusted under the table, or they don't get that kind of round table thing and don't done with this thing. So then just want for come out and out to the eyes of the public for formality's sake. Because why you for put a proposed date for doing certain activities or events, but we know the same. And according to the said dates, Toby, today the 5 and tomorrow will definitely be the 6. And Friday they happen for be the 9th of June, where the election for all. So for me, honestly, let's wait and see. But in my honest opinion, I think this thing gets something where they play around them. And there are certain set of individuals them will already they work them way through, or they even buy them way through this election. Because why a date been put out in our roadmap as a sign of information for let the public get them? Then why would not come out to the public and doing the nominations or selecting this certain set of individuals them for let the public know back, so okay, these are the qualified candidates, or these are the people them way don't make them through we examination, and these are the people that are qualified for the different regions and the election period we're going for come on the 9th of this month.
All right, so we go straight into some of the names the more don't see already don't make the intention public that they want to go for chairman. So let we start with the former chairman of WAFA, where now Bishop Bork, where he not be the present chairman, despite be elected now somebody passed away by constitution of the SLF, of the Western Area Football Association, now the vice president for go straight as chairman. He is running again. Let we do general assessments around that. We somebody will work with his present dispensation from both the SLFA and WAFA. We don't see much thing being done. When I ask him the question, he go saying hands the entire bulk of the work going to be done by the secretary. Let me do a promoting on this man. He gets a female club where we understand is Selam of recently, and of course in contribution to football, it really great. But let we do few assessments around them. As in one of the candidates.
Toby, the excuse in Ansem Tai, I will tell you, so like that's not a valid excuse. May not for validate that, because you as a vice chair, you don't do not this executive, and you don't see how things they happen. Even if the chairman by then will be sitting where he passed away, don't go automatically, don't make you don't become a chairman. There are projects them way then go don't set up as an executive. When we feel say if I don't come and do them things someday, because if now at a contest for the position of chairman now for the Western Area Football Association, there must be something where if I don't do, where for be visible to the eyes of the public, or where for make the entrust power back in their hands. Because if you don't do the once as acting chairman, because of the unfortunate circumstances will happen to the body of itself, the executive, we make it automatically become an acting chairman. If I don't do so many things, then we for make people know say, okay, this man we need for elect him, or we need for elect him as chairperson, where he go able for one this institution for we. But if the things them not there out there in the eyes of the public, or even some of the members them of this particular association, to be how you expect them for re-elect him, or for even elect him as chairman? Because if projects them the way in predecessor left, where you not be able for complete, or not able for start some projects and I believe say we take over if I don't do them things them day, and see how you go able for implement your own things them, or your ideas them as well inside the roadmap where it meet the predecessor left. So at least that go able for help and forget that kind of boost. But it's up to them, and then get away how they go on for one things. But honestly, for you see something better, then you always say that I'm married way for sweet. It cannot start from the bachelor's eve.
All right, then one of the candidates when Bishop Philip Bork, they go back for chairman for the Western Area Football Association as they don't make intention open to the public. Another person, now the owner for Stationary FC, where we understand are the team manager for FC Uanseen, when Chris Masakoy himself as well the run for chairmanship position. Let me return. Let me look at some of the things that we himself don't do. Football, it gets a team where really we don't fight for coming to the Premier League, but they're not before able at the playoff, and it can be chairman for struggling FC Uanseen. Team manager for FC Uanseen, and now instead of making intention open for one for chairman position, a man where one of the playoff in name we don't come inside of alleged match fixing. In as much as we not see anything we don't be done by the FA since they do the investigation, we saw a whole player, Ibrahim Kamara, stop paying in football career come to an end because we don't see any justification, we don't see any proof from the SLFA, but they ban the player from all footballing activity. But the same person will be allegedly involved in match fixing, they go for chairmanship position again.
Toby, I think this thing of football na joke inside this country because you mentioned in their stopping way them be banned to be and we see them in this inter area competition we play for one of the biggest community them when Afulaton community, yeah. So I'm coming to this individual in credibility level to be if then we don't find them or allege say do a match fixing, right? Why the FA of itself not try for see how they will do investigation for clear this man in him? So it takes us back to credibility issue. Is this person credible enough for later and trust him with the powers of the Western Area Football Association and as well it gets for deal with conflict of interest? Is it that if you go don't become a chairman or it happen for be the chairman at the end of the day? If you go able for put aside FCUNC and focus on the Western Area Football Association and as well, mind you to be in team where it gets when a stationary FC go day inside this particular association, the leagues, them be it a Division 1 or Division 2. Is it that it go pull on from them things and try for see how it will be credible enough even if in team happen not for make them into to the playoffs or for come into the Ceylon Premier League and not go by a way through for let the team get promotion. So these are some of the things where we get for look at because one issue of trust not there with this person and they not even come and clear a name out say okay we don't do findings or we don't do investigation this and this and this and this. A to Z now this we find inside this person in the alleged match fixing scandal where they put on him in a guilty or not guilty. So sometimes again
I think a player and career come to an end.
Yes.
In as much as if they play mini leagues them.
Yes.
But in focus now be for play the Premier League and mind you now they all up for qualify Sierra Leone Police. Sierra Leone Police don't play whole league, don't be relegated. We don't see any final judgment on the case from the Sierra Leone Football Association. Christopher Kamara now the possibility look at this through the ethics committee because Nati will be allegedly involved in match fixing. But up till now, but Chris Masako is actively in football. Why the young gentleman stopped paying, not involved in any national football. But Chris Masako is still now the team manager for FCUNC, and he gets a Division 1 club. We already don't, we be the fight for come to the Premier League. Is that a justice to the young player, allowing the football administrator for continuing work inside football, but the player being banned from all tournaments or footballing activity affiliating to the Sierra Leone Football Association? So let's take two more before we give chance to the public. We see also the former the former chairman for Central Pirate, now Wilberforce FC, Noel Houghton, instill the goal for we don't show intention and in already list some of him plans them for transform the Western Area Football Association. You feel say is somebody where gets the charisma. A lot will be happening around the selling of Central Pirate. A retire as chairman from the club. There are plenty of issues to that. You feel say he's a good candidate for the Western Area Football Association?
Toby, honestly, this particular election, yeah, most of the people when they go out there, they might get something good in black and white when they sell out to the public. But the implementation of them black and white stuff there. So is it that them people are go come and can implement then things there so we then they say inside then the write ups them we then get for try for see how they go able for convince people them for entrust power at the end. That's the one thing we need for access. And if you look at most of them, one way or the other, they will get that issue of credibility or then get small things them around them where like yes they are humans. After all, we know not to saint, neither we know not perfect. We all work towards perfection. But an association like this, to be wearing lots of things don't be circular around this particular association. We don't need any person again where like go come around for can add upon the problems then because what we don't look for now. Now foresee the way forward of this association. See how person will go come and come strengthen the credibility and accountability base of this particular organization. Foresee how we go able to upkeep them for let them get that kind of name. Let them know say okay, this association don't look like the association where be they down 2 to 3 to 4 years back. That kind name they where them be get a bad name they no they engage with them. So for me, a person like this way retire as a club chairman for Central Parade, where now that they call with by 4 strikers, are not one for 100% like not the right person, but to some extent to be me feel say all of the candidates them get that kind of flaws where they get around them. But it's up to them if they entrust power at the end. If the delegates and feel say these are the right people, and go make the right decision. And let we see them people also come and implement waiting then say then get in black and white.
All right, we will come into that for give listeners a chance, but let me look at the final one now, where BK Barry, the owner of Standard Football Club, with a lot of community trophy. This now an unknown name to so many people, but instead they go for chairmanship position. It will be the final person, then we'll open the phone line.
Yes, Toby, I think for this particular individual way they go for this position or way they aspire for this position as well, despite himself gets a whole lot of achievements in terms of the footballing landscape, for me, is an unknown name and we don't see anything where like surround them yet in terms of incredibility or accountability side. But I'm not going for blame trumpet to be the individuals them all left to themselves how they go sell out and plant them where they get for the association, because what we want for see now a better association, a better Western Area Football Association, where go able to organize standard division leagues them and go get that kind of credibility within the league and see how teams them go able for play and teams them not go only register but go able for play as well for make them into the highest height of football when are the Ceylon Premier League. So for me, I think they all need for play them cards well and see how they go able for sell out whatsoever they get to the public, and when they come, they can implement the things and where they don't sell out. And then can implement the things and where they don't sell out to the public and see how they're able to do something great or something better with the association of itself, because there are host lot of things where this association gets with credibility. So if they're able to transform themselves as individuals and see how they're able to can transform the association back, then it's fine. But honestly, they need for work something good for this association to be.
We can always create chance for listeners then for letting get their own say on topic of the discourse, but it's a very, very difficult moment for the national team. Up to 7 foreign-based players, and these are names where you don't go one for your all of them not going to be available against Nigeria. The likes of Jonathan Mosse, Stephen Korka, the captain, Alex Bangura, Isaac Kalon, and Alassane Koroma, all don't be added to the list of injury for Sierra Leone. So we go now and take the first call on the line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name outside the call from?
Mr. Taylor Wilkinson.
Yes.
Now, I want to give support to Mr. Horton. I believe he's the right person to take the position without chairman position.
Please move away from your radio set. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, thank you very much. So call us on 0799 now, 9 and 3, and be parts of the program. Please, you get 90 seconds for just make your points, because we want for the chance to some of the for let more people call in the program. Call we on 0799 and 4, 9 and 3, 799 and 4, 9 and 3. And how do you say on what some of the things they want to discuss this morning in the program, especially the WAFA elections, we don't draw closer. On the 9th, they don't be the 5th, 4 days, if you say we'll go into that Congress Day, on 0799 and 4, 993. And the head coach of the national team, John Kista, set for announce in final squad today for the match against Nigeria. Hello, good morning. Yeah, come on, yeah, radio sets, please.
guys.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. The better Wafa the guy for his talk to the association because man don't suffer too much by the association. This now one of the biggest association and I know they do well plus all the association them. At least changes Bobby. As well as talk no more than need for clean up that place there structure and properly because we don't suffer immensely under the association. Yeah, so they wish them get an independent election so that credible people can go come and take over and let them change the brand of the association within a year.
All
Please,
right.
yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bongoman from Marine Town. On 07999493 this morning, call us and be part of the program this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I call from Godrich, Carl.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, the WAFA, you know, when you look, the way the football concerns, you look at Central region, now the biggest region in football, but the impact so they don't set is very slim. All these names, the only person you are sitting at Newman, the last man we call, but all the rest that people are old already, it depends how the delegates can decide. Because when you watch the delegates, who they in Freetown, you know, but I believe we the people, they wish to not get the good person. But them believe say, like cabal, the only thing who they go to that Congress, would they to the cabal who they left for the time, they know they go choose the right person. Like that no problem. But when una they say so, I believe say the delegate and the but like cabal. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. On 7999493, call and be part of the program. 7999493. Yes, we get Bakayoko from Dwazak. Yes, Bakayoko, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Toby. Thank you very much for having me. And of course, good morning, Mr. Niger.
Make your points.
Yeah. I wish Wafa the very best because this last caller say that cabal. Yeah, at least they serve there a lot of role for playing. They want let football play, more especially the Western area. If they need to get credible and sustainable election, I'm afraid they therefore be a big one. The only thing, me no go, I'll call names either for football or whatever. Let it just do and weigh the benefits of the footballers and we able to get. Let it not like they go do for cabal this benefit. And coming to the national team, really sad. And I get understanding that meaning the two teams they don't get fulfilled because I used to one get in Chigi, they one get two year like that. I don't know how confirmed that they be, Mr. Toby.
Something we'll cross check, and something we'll fact check, and then the public gonna know.
Okay, I will really look for you, but I wish that the very best. And again, the one they will get, I think again, not going to be really easy for us because inside the 7 foreign big players and they out. So, however, we will still be confident in some of we home-based players then again, the other confirmation I want to get is this, Ali Ndu, is part of the squad or another part of the squad? I want clarification on that. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we wait on the final list from the technical team, in particular the head coach, will go happen anytime soon. Then we will try to bring some discussion around that in with next program. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Toby, good morning.
Yes, Papani.
Yeah, and first comment, the woman who handled the game yesterday, congratulations to her. It's like, as a woman, to handle a big game like that one. The one problem I get with her no more, let learn to the caution the players with card. They talk to them. Now I make it get simple talk. Now I start to speak for her. I just say, I cannot delay the game unnecessarily. And at time when you play with, it's time to get the game. Then on that one way, Gandhi Williams go to win a Blackpool man. It is not done. Gandhi, you not right. And let's challenge you. You are going to complain. I don't know if you are the match commissioner, not Siam or the third man. Don't be sincere. You're a big player. You are the captain of the team. You go play so they one down. It is not done. So I condemn him and Uraga for let tell him. And that makes you not your integrity. I'm a player, but you're not player yesterday. And the changes of the coach, you're not playing for we coach. That second team was not suppose. That changes the go not stop to him for we. But that's all. God don't make so for us. They are willing to get winning team, please, coach. You will get winning team. This time we just to change we play there for we. It's not wrong. We want this second coach, we want some.
Okay.
And we definitely want some. Please, coach, please make it up for we. We did. Thank you very much.
All right, Papani, we take some calls in the program, then we try for wrap up the program now. Call us on 079994 993. We should have waited for the announcement of the final squad, but because of time, we will try to bring that to you tomorrow, because at 12 today, the head coach, the technical team headed by John Kister, then will announce the list of the final list of players we go make to Liberia and play against Nigeria in the March the 5th, that ongoing Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. We pick this next call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Toby and Nangers.
Yes, make your point.
Now, Usman from his station.
Yes.
But I want to know how far United transfer them about this Salon game. Who's standing there for take place?
All right, we will announce to you that, but presently we not look at anything around international news. Let me keep a discussion on issues them already discussed this morning. We can always create time for international, but we did think on how we self capable for contribute inside the we own local happenings. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, so it's something expected. So be match ball. Premier League, one game ball league, so ball and lost of it. Imagine.
Well,
If
Papa,
you get that one
for help you that side, the meeting where them get to the Premier League board, then say the two teams the way they play for provide match ball, I think 2-2 each are stand to be corrected, and they all too far agree for use them. So in that case, that was agreed that the two teams then for take ball in the games them where they play, and they all too far agree for use them. So that not the case where we see different balls them at the pitch. This be agreed between the Premier League board and the clubs.
But why did FC Cameroon they didn't ball yesterday? You saw them by a weekend. And then allow them ball for coming. Now we don't ball normally they use. But it's up to them.
If you say that, na match, na the game plan wouldn't come with. These are things that happen in football.
God will come up here and then they couldn't beat the almost glad because they get a bad weapon the game.
All right, so I can understand that where they come out from a mighty Blackpool angle. You know, a Manchester United fan, the mighty Blackpool. So, but not so you one day in this, we'll get somebody very much close to us within that the two pain, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. So, DJ Wonder, a mighty Blackpool fan, a fan of Manchester United as well. So, Papa, I can understand the angle you come out from, but it is well. And we go for more calls, 799 and 493. Call now, and let we discuss around the WAFA elections. We'll mention to you 4 or 5 of the delegates, of the candidates, we don't show their intention for go for chairman and WAFA. We will bring to updates on other regions as the Kenema District Football Association, they in high preparation for get a new leader na the Kenema District Football Association. So the entertain more calls in 799 and 493. Drop you comment. But away from that, let me come quick one on the Leinster's announcement today. The technical team headed by John Kister go do their final announcement today for let we know the players will go travel to Ivory Coast. What do you make up of this one? You feel say this is timely, looking at with players' availability, most players up to 7 get for miss out. If you say this could be an opportunity for home-based players, or if you say this could get an opportunity for some foreign-based players when nobody get the chance to play for the national team, in which way, if you say this could go with 7 regular players, get for we miss out against Nigeria?
Toby, I think this get for the with performance-wise, and players them at least need for step up in game and show their capability level, because the way how this don't turn out for be 7 players them missing from the squad when a regular starters them. Despite for a very long time, we will not be to see Issa Kalon. I think since Cameroon, yes, since Cameroon, it just lost, and that kind of thing. The white say they try for settle himself around for get a club for settle inside the CSL, the Chinese Super League. But coming to the other players, them we don't use for seeing regular starters, them the likes of the Alassane Koma, the Usman Kake, yes, the Steven Koka, we are the captain. So all them players there. So which tells you that some of the other home-based players, them or some of the other foreign players them rather need for step up them game and try for see how them able feel in the shoes of them players there so we don't go because football to be now something we get for deal with many challenges them and the competition can so high more especially if there are a lot of wingers them or a lot of center backs them or a lot of midfielders them out there in a team and we can give the coach that kind of headache for selecting squad but with then 7 players there so they out to be I think the rest can able to do something where they play at them positions and there and as well home-based players themselves need for showcase something to the coach that's incapable for do this and try for see how they're able for boost their confidence level and not get that kind of thing inside them, that kind of fear or that kind of panic factor inside them say wow we they can play against a big opponent a big stage and now the first time this for a start from a national team. So that kind of thing, they not getting taught them the inside the head. They just go out there and play this particular game. But now a coin with two sides where decides them as well replica we get for do it performance level because if the home base players themselves want for step up, they need for step up and show say we can do this. We can able play in them positions there. So where Stephen Okoka and they played Usman Kake, you name them. And as well, the foreign based players them as well, where we get some of them where better look at this competition, need for coming out to the coach and also okay, coach, I can do this, I get this potential. Let them just showcase themselves out there and go play this game and see how they're going to forget the 3 points in this particular encounter.
Difficult moment. Nigeria, they open camp on the 11th. They open a camp for this game, a serious footballing nation with top players. And now, the home-based team don't get close to a month training session. And the league they play competitively now. If you see this squad will be dominated by home-based players, or if you see the technical team go and trust, waiting they don't be the show those players not training. So okay, gentlemen, in as much as we miss out any foreign-based players, but this is an opportunity for now for play at a big stage. Or if you say we go during the 80s and the 90s, where Sierra Leone national team don't be dominated by home-based players. If you say this is an opportunity for us go into that again.
Yes, Toby, this is a massive opportunity for the home-based players them as well because we play a league despite the standard of the league not to do up there like the country where they play against the leagues them and we see the players them where they get inside and starting 11. Most of them players they also are players them where not foreign-based players them and they all play for big clubs them and you check most of them they inside the top 5 leagues them na Europe to be more specific. So I think we own players them really need for show something great and show that kind of outstanding nature and performance in this particular encounter because you're looking at the players that may be sometimes will decide for use Fabianski in this particular encounter where like I go on for consider saying the foreign base goalkeeper that but the other goalkeepers them where Kista go on for him I think their own base goalkeepers them and then they play this particular edition of the 2022-2023 Sierra Leone Premier League and coming as well to we defenders them so if we don't miss out on number 2 when Usman Kake definitely we get for see an home base defender and as well the 4 and 5 Toby we be the Pierre Lucio and Steven don't miss out now so we want to see if we go get that kind of partnership where we will see Lucio and Yemi Dunia again because the last encounter we'll get with Nigeria that fall draw we be seen that they all two be partner at the defense as 4 and 5 so is it that we'll ever see something like this again and as well in number 3 wing Toby is it that we'll ever see the whole thing with the defensive structure therefore be dominated by home-based players. And coming to the attack Toby as well, let we look at the likes of the Abu Kome, the Musa Noah Kamara, maybe then go call Ali Conte and Zongzi, and as well we see the likes of the Ron Gandhi Williams and host of other players them as well we na home-based players them we don't see that much of foreign-based players them in we attack, especially that last game where we play against Automi and Principe. So I think the dominance of the home-based players them get for plenty, and I think the technical team need for toss them players there so and see how they're going to work to the tactic strategies and formation way they want for them players there so play at the end of the day.
All right, finally, the coach they announcing squad today with a lot of pressure going to the Nigeria the Nigeria game. You get any home-based players we get in mind, say, 3 home-based players we get in mind, say, definitely ain't going to make it to the final squad?
Well, Toby, I get players them where I feel say they go really make them into the squad, and I think the likes of the Abukome and as well with the Inzongzi where I feel say they go make them into the squad, and Musa Nwakama and I'll go one for count them inside this particular squad, because we all know say be it or not a player we then go select inside the squad, and as well we get host of young players them we not talented players them back where like I feel say them for give chance, maybe they go decide for take maybe this young man from Mr. Lions as well, Ibrahim Soyi Conte, or maybe look for another defender, another attacker as well, but really, I had a hope for see them players there, so we are just made mention of inside this particular squad.
All right, we go squeeze this final call in there. We'll bring the program to an end. Yes, hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name is the call you from?
Abubakar, I call from Godwin.
Yes, make your points quick one.
Yeah, they tell John Chris that if you want win them game, then they learn up put Musa Tobona. That's quite big. A big, bigger. We need to get that game that they win. We want to win it. To learn up put Musa Tobona if you win. A big, and then I'm in conclusion. Thank you.
All right, so we will bring the program to an end this morning. Plenty thank you to Nigel George, who helped me push the program this morning, to Ibrahim Imoni, DJ Wonder, with all the technical support, to Samuel Thomas, who streamed this show for a live on our Facebook page, and to Abubakar Bendo as well. We don't ensure that we're able to watch this show live on our Facebook page. So join me again at 11 a.m. Tomorrow we'll bring to you all an interesting topic, which we'll go look at the Leon Stars final squad, who goes in and who comes out. As the list will be announced today at 12. We'll bring you up to speed, all waiting happen. Then, in the next program tomorrow, we'll digest the names them, will be officially announced by the technical team. Mina Mohammed, Toby Kagbo to say, have a wonderful day.